Okay, here we go. Boy, thing turns on good. I'm using the remote control on this camera. Works pretty neat. For a $100 camera, it's pretty good. Um, I wanted to do, the part came in last week for the chainsaw. Remember, I'm using my backup chainsaw, uh, which is a brand new 435E. The one that I have to repair is a 435, and it has X torque, and that's the problem. Um, so let me get into this. I got to move the camera and turn on a light and all that kind of stuff. But we'll get into this, repairing this recoil start on this chainsaw. Hang in there. Hold on now. I'm gonna try to do this without getting up. Some of it. Oops, I went too far. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Look at that. I think you can see that. That's the 435. Let me turn it a little more. See if we can't get a little better view. And then we'll put some lights on. Woohoo! Look at that. Yeah, that seems to work all right. Okay, so I guess I can put it this way farther, huh? Yeah. So here's where the problem is. As you can see, this is eaten up in here. And it's from, freestyle starting the chainsaw. This is just a plastic piece, and that has centrifugal arms. They're metal, and they're relatively thin metal. They come down when you pull the start cord. It comes down, and then it locks into these. Well, because it's been freestyle started. In other words, air started. You've seen me do it before. It's not the way you start a chainsaw, but it's the way that a lot of people do it, because it's too time consuming to put the chainsaw down and hold it and all that kind of stuff. So and that's what we've got to replace. Now I've already taken the cord out of this one. So let me pull it out, and then you'll be able to see a little better what the damage is here. And let's see what else we got to take out of here. I don't know. Alright. So that's what you're left with. There's a spring in here. And the spring, let me get this out. And the spring catches on this little nub in the back. So when you take it out, you have to let it unwind, which is why I took the cord off of this one, before I put the new one on. But you can see here how messed up this is. I think you can. I don't know if you can or not. Let me move this light a little bit. Maybe you can see a little better. See how the edges have gotten all messed up? So here's the new one. And the new one, nice and pristine, right? Now, I've already put the cord in here because I did that because it was a real pain in the behind to I got to get this where you can see it, to get the cord in, because they use like a hot iron or something when they mold this piece, and so the hole is irregular. So you have to, I had to straighten that out in order to get the cord in. It's a really tight space in there. It's a really tight space. So the knot has to be just as small as it can possibly be. And I burnt the end so that it wouldn't move, but I don't really trust it, so I'm going to put some super glue in there too. Just give it a shot of super duper glue and hope that that prevents it from coming undone. This, by the way, is, I get 3 tubes of this super glue. 3 tubes. It's upside down, I know, but 3 tubes of this super glue in a pack at Harbor Freight for like $1. Okay. So now I can pack this back in there, right? Which way am I supposed to have this? This way, I guess. Alright. So I think we're safe with that. And we'll go ahead and put this thing back together. But see, this has to be, I'm not doing it so you can see it, am I? This has to be really jammed in there. Oh man. Otherwise it's going to get in the way. And it'll never work. Okay. So there we go. So now what we need to do, and there's grease on this a little bit, and I'm leaving it there. And the other end I haven't done that yet. That's got to go through the handle. I keep doing things so you can't see them. I'm sorry. I'm not used to this. I got to get this untied now. Okay. So we'll feed this through here. And then I'm going to have to wind this up. I got to make sure it catches on that spring. And then we want it to wind up on this. I guess I should bring it over here so that we can do that. Oh, you know what? I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. Gotta go the other way. You would think I would know the difference, wouldn't you? Alright, I gotta make sure this gets on there. Having a tough time with this. Alright, there's the slot. It goes this way. Oh, I got it. I don't have it out enough. See, there's that spring. There's that spring right there. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I have to catch it. This is kind of a mess. No, it's just not going right. Make sure. Okay, so we've got to pre-wind this before we put it back in. Just got to figure out which way to pre-wind it. I think this way. Yeah, this way. And then we're going to make sure that the this little notch in the back, let's see if I can show it to you. See this little notch right here? That's got to catch that spring. Yeah, you can't see it. That spring that's in here. That spring in here. Let's see. See the knob on the spring right there? So, it may take a minute to do. It may take a little doing here. Feel my way around. No, having a tough time with this. Spring's right there. This should be right about there somewhere. Oh, got it. Okay, now, that was a mess, wasn't it? Now we got to get this through this hole here. And put the screw back in it. A little too tight. Okay. Now, put this through the handle. You guys can't see again. You know what? This wasn't a bad idea. I think maybe the way to do it is to tighten it too tight, and that way it won't move. See? Yeah. Then we can work with this a little bit. I don't know if you saw that move or not, but I can't see now. I can't. I keep moving, don't I? Let's see if I can push this farther back this way, so that I don't keep losing it. I gotta get this through here. Yeah, see, the easiest part of the whole job, and I'm having trouble with it. There it is. There we go. Now, I'm tying a knot here. I think I'm going to do a double. You know, just roll it twice. Need more slack. I don't know if you saw that or not. All that does is just gives me a bigger knot. See how there are two loops on it? 2 loops. It has nothing to do with Boy Scouts. Learn by doing, right? Okay, now we'll loosen this up and make it so that it moves easy. Woo! And now we should have a functioning recoil starter. And I'll just be a little more careful with it in the future. I can't really freestyle it anymore, this one, because it's really hard to, you know, it's got a lot of compression. The new one has some kind of compression release on it or something. And it's real easy to start, which is convenient for a guy with rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, so we'll put this back together, and this part was less than $10. So, you know, normally you'd take it to a repair shop or something, it'd cost you half of the value of the saw. Saw's 8 years old, and it's just, no, less than 10 bucks. You can do it yourself. Ordered it on Amazon. Alright, so let me switch this camera back to up and down. There you go. Alright. Now I can turn off the light. Alright, so I'm gonna play with this remote control again. Let's see. If I move, okay. Move it back this way. And get in the middle of it. And then I should have plus and minus. Let's see. I'm playing with the remote. Look. Oh, isn't that amazing? Look. Holy moly. I can zoom right in. Okay. So. Oh, let's zoom out. See how far it'll go. That's it. Okay, so remote control on a video, boy, we're right uptown, I tell you what. So I can put my backup saw away and go back to my primary saw, which is good because I sharpen chains quite often, and I just sharpened the chain on this, on the primary, on the 435 with X torque start, and so I'm sharpened up and ready to go. If I have to use my backup saw again, I gotta sharpen it. Ready to go. Brum, brum. Right? Alright, that's all I got for this time. We're going to be done with the medical traveling stuff. I don't know. A little bit after Christmas, I think. So we'll be back up at the homestead, and we'll put this back on the saw. and we'll cut some more trees. And we'll talk about a different project, which is moving the sawmill or building a new one. So, have to decide about that. We'll let Barbara decide. Okay, that's all I got for this time. So until next time, toodaloo.